Hello, congratulations on the purchase of your Puma. My name is Russ. I'm going to do an orientation video with you today. Along with this email are a couple video links to some maintenance videos. I do encourage you to watch those as well. We'll start with your orientation right up here in the front. So you have your electric tongue jack, extend and retract right here. If this were to fail for any reason, there is a cap right here, rubber cap. You can remove that, and there's a tool in your compartment. You can manually crank this up or down if you needed to. You would have to remove this right here. That way you can access that with the tool. But you do have a bike rack on here. Holds a couple bikes. 20-pound propane tank right here. So just turn it on here. Batteries right there. You can always add a second battery if you wanted to. You do have a battery disconnect. So this is in the on position right now. I'll show you on or off. So this will shut the 12 volt off to your camper if you turn this key. But you do need this in the on position in order to charge your battery. So if you are plugged into shore power or your vehicle, you do need to have this in the on position in order for it to charge. So it's a little windy. I'm going to try to speak up. Apologize for that. You do have stabilizers on all four corners. Used just for stabilizing, not for leveling. So make sure you get the camper nice and level first. Use your tires. Whichever side's lower, you're going to put blocks under that side. And then you're going to use your tongue jack to level it the other way. Once you're level, lower those stabilizers and it won't bounce around so much when you walk around inside. Right back here behind your tire is your power cord. You have a 30 amp power cord, so this just pulls out about 25 feet. When you're done with it, just push it back in there. I do recommend to use a 30 amp surge guard when you're camping at the campgrounds. Just help protect your camper from any surges going through there. Right down here you have your black and your gray. So your wastewater tanks, your black is your toilet, gray is your dirty sink and shower. So you're going to remove this cap, put your wastewater hose on there. Then you're going to pull that black handle first. That is your toilet, so let that empty out. Once that's empty, then pull that gray. This gray dirty sink and shower water is going to help wash the black out of your hose. Once they're both empty, go ahead and close your valves there and put your cap back on, and you're all done with that. Right here, this is your water heater. Your water heater is gas or electric. Right now it is bypass because it is winterized. So when you get ready to use this, you're going to hook up to your city water connection, which is right here in the back. Turn your hose on. You're going to go through each faucet, your toilet, anything that runs water. You're going to open the valves one at a time until all the antifreeze comes out. So once all the pink is gone, you get just clear water. You're ready to fill your water heater. So you're going to take your anode rod. This is your plug. So put it in there, tighten that up, and then on the back side of this water heater, inside the camper, there's an access panel to the back of it. There are two valves. You're going to turn those valves, and your water heater is going to start to fill up. So just make sure your water heater is full, and then you can turn it on. You can make sure it's full by pulling this relief valve right here. As long as you get water coming out, you know that it's full. Or you can turn the hot side on any sink. You'll get some spittering and sputtering, all the air coming out of the lines. Once you get a solid stream of water, you know it's full. So once it's full, if you want to run the electric, there's a switch right here. Just turn that on, and then it will start heating up for you on the electric. There is a switch inside for the gas. So all you have to do is switch that switch on inside, make sure your propane's turned on, and this will light up automatically. It's all auto ignite. So all you have to do is make sure your water heater's full, and then flip the switch. Your anode rod, if you're not familiar with that, your tank is metal, so instead of your tank corroding, this anode rod is going to corrode instead. So after 2 or 3 years, you'll have to replace this. But they are good for a few years. So that is your plug. If you need to drain your water heater, just take the anode rod out, and it's going to drain right from here. So each winter when you winterize, you want to make sure you bypass that water heater. So turn those valves so nothing can get in your water heater. So you don't want antifreeze sitting in there over the winter. Your wastewater, once you're done emptying your tanks, you can put your wastewater hose right in your bumper. Keep it out of your compartments. This is the input for cable or satellite. Some parks have cable service. License plate will go here. This is the outdoor shower, so that's another place you're going to run the water, get all the antifreeze out of. But that's hot and cold water with a shower head. City water connection, this is for full hookup camping. Hook a garden hose up to that, and you have water pressure through that garden hose. You do have a spare tire on here. It's the same size as the tires that are on the camper. You are pre-wired for an observation or backup camera, so if you were to purchase one of those, that's where it would go. You do have electric awning, lights underneath, light strip, and then outdoor speakers. Right here is your vent for your stove, so if you use that fan over your stove, just pop this open. Make sure this flap is open right here, and it can vent outside. If you're not using it, just snap that closed. That way the bugs don't get in there. Right here, this is for your freshwater tank. So if you're rustic camping, you're going to fill your freshwater tank from here, and then you're going to turn your water pump on. There's a switch inside for your water pump. The water pump's going to create the pressure, and it's going to draw the water from your freshwater tank. You do have a low point drain here, which is alright, it's actually right behind your tire. It's right here. So that's to empty your freshwater tank. So you just pull that white handle that empties that tank for you. Couple outlets right here. And if you have a grill, the grill will mount right here. And you have a quick connect propane line. So you just plug your grill into that, and that goes right to your propane tank up in the front. Furnace vent is right here. Try not to block that, and try not to put anything in front of it that could melt. This does get very hot. It's actually on right now, so it will burn you. So watch any kids around there as well. Solid steps. Very important. You want to make sure that your door is all the way open before you move your steps up or down. This right here will catch your screen door and damage your door if it's not. But these just lift up into place. Snap right into the door frame here. If you need to adjust the legs, you can lift up on them or push on here, and that will lower them. But pull on this blue handle, releases your steps. You want to make sure that your steps are as flush to your threshold as you can get. That way your screen door doesn't hit right here. And also, you want to make sure that your door clears the steps right here, otherwise it will damage your door. When you bring your awning out, you do need to watch the position of your door as well, so make sure it's partially closed. So here's your grill that will mount back there. This is the mount for it. You do have your tool there for your stabilizers, and you also have your hitch in here, which will be installed when you arrive. A nice storage area which you can access from under your bed. And right here, this is solar, so if you have a portable solar panel, you can plug it in here and it will trickle charge your battery. And it looks like that's everything on the outside, so we will head inside next. Alright, just inside your door here you have some switches. These are all light switches, so your main lights. You have your awning lights right here, and then this orange light right there. So that's all light switches here. Awning, just hold the button down. Again, watch the position of your door. Just hold it down so it goes out. Anytime you let go of this button, the awning will stop. But you want to take it out until the valance falls. So the extra material at the end of the awning, once that falls, let go of the button, because otherwise it will keep winding. It will wind back towards the camper with your awning upside down. So we don't want that. So your awning is kind of stuck up there, but I see this tag right here and also a bare tube. So I just let go of the button. If I keep winding, like I said, it's just going to keep coming. It's going to end up winding your awning upside down. You could stretch it out. You can adjust the pitch on your awning. So either side, just pull down on here, and that will adjust the pitch on it. So you can have rain run off or block the sun. Just make sure you put that back up before you bring your awning in. So just hold the button down, awning will roll in. If it's really windy, you do want to bring the awning in. Try not to tie it down because you can bend it. It's not like the older style manual awnings. Those are a little bit stronger. You do have your keys right here on the sink. That's where they'll be when you pick up. Fire extinguisher here. Of course, your sink. Stove top. So you're just going to put it over here on high. Use matches or a lighter, light it up. Standard turntable microwave. And then here's the fan. So make sure that flap is open on the outside. It can vent out. Of course, your light here. Right down here by your sink, this is your control panel. So this is where you're going to turn your water pump on if you use your freshwater tank. And this is where you turn the gas portion of your water heater on. You can test your tank levels and your battery. So just push on that. Battery is 2/3 right now. Freshwater tank is empty. Gray tank is empty. Black tank is empty. Now this has a galley. That's if you were to have 2 gray tanks. You only have 1, so this will always read empty. GFI plug there. That is your furnace. That is an intake. Refrigerator. This is a 12 volt or electric refrigerator. So this will run off your battery as you're traveling down the road. You do have controls right back there and also right here for your temperature settings. Anytime you're plugged into your vehicle, your battery's charging, as well as if you're plugged into shore power. So you're not going to lose any battery while you're traveling or plugged in. If you are rustic camping, this will drain your battery down. But other than that, this is a nice big fridge. It cools down quicker. It's very nice to have. Your bathroom, light switch just inside the door. You have a handle right here to flush your toilet, so halfway back is going to bring water in, all the way back will flush it. Right above that is your vent. Twist this up, turn your fan on right here. You want to make sure that you have this down before you travel, or if it's going to rain. And then your shower, pretty self-explanatory, hot and cold. Pull up on here to get your shower to start running. And you have a motion light here as well. Your bunks. Nice big bunks. You have USB charging ports. Your lights in here are push button in the center. And then below your bunk, you have your fuses and your breakers. Regular car style fuses. If a fuse were to go out, a LED light will light up next to the bad one. So you can quickly identify it, but they are all labeled as well. Then next to that is your carbon monoxide LP detector. That is hardwired into your battery. So even if you disconnect your battery, if you use your battery disconnect, that will still be draining off your battery. That bypasses that battery disconnect because it is a safety device. So keep that in mind. All right, here's your thermostat for your furnace. So right now it's in the off position. Let's move it over to turn it on. Hear it click to turn it off. Your dinette does go into a bed. Just remove this tabletop from the legs. It just pops right off. You can pull the legs out from the floor, move those out of the way. Put this tabletop right on these guys right here, and then fill the void in with your cushions. Above your dinette is your radio. You have indoor and outdoor speakers. So this is Bluetooth. So zone 1 and zone 2. So zone 1 is inside, zone 2 is outside. So just push it to turn it on or off. And then of course your power button here. And your source button, so you go to auxiliary because there's an auxiliary port. But if you hold this down, it's going to turn it off. More USB charging ports and plugs. You have your bed here, which you can lift up and access down into storage. Spot for a TV here, so it shows TV backer. Just use a stud finder, find that right spot to put that mount. If you have a TV, this is your HDMI cable. You have your satellite, or not satellite, yeah, your satellite and cable port, and also your antenna port. This right here is for your antenna booster, so that needs to be on if you want local channels. If you're connected with cable or satellite, you do want to have that turned off, but it has to be on to get local channels. All right, looks like that's about everything. Oh, your air conditioner. So your controls are right on your air conditioner here. So you have your fan, and I'm not plugged in right now, so it's not going to turn on for me. But your air and your fan, and then a temperature setting. These are filters you can take out, clean, and reuse, and you can adjust your where you want the air to go, either side. And that looks like that's about it in here. So hopefully this video helps. If you have any other questions when you pick up or just along the way, just let us know. We'll be happy to help you out. We do appreciate your business. Thank you for shopping at TerryTown, and congratulations.